All right, so you want to see what a knucklehead like me is doing for local advertising and how little tiny videos can make you some money. I've only been doing it a short while, maybe 6 months. I own an automotive and transmission repair shop, and I've billed $20,000 in 6 months from people that said, I saw your video and I thought you'd be a good person to deal with. So let's get into what exactly I do, how we do it, and you can emulate it. Okay, so if you're in so far, I gotta say I appreciate you sticking with me. They're actually tearing up the interstate beside me. It is what it is. Anyway, I am in a community east of Dallas. I own a automotive repair shop, and I've been looking to grow my business. I've watched a lot of YouTube, and what I hear is that engagement in video is 6 to 7 times greater than if you just did a print ad. So I have a tight budget. I give Google $500 a month is what I'm paying Google for ads. And one of the things I learned about Google campaigns and the Google ads is that the more activity you put into your Google profile or your Google business, the more it helps Google push business to you, whether you're paying for ads or not. That's what I hear. I don't know if it's true or not, but I've started making updates to my Google page pretty much 2 to 3 times a week, just taking a picture of jobs that we're doing, or a short video about how do we do this job, or a short promo, or even just a photo sometimes. But that's one of the things I started doing, and it's costing nothing. Is it driving more Google traffic? Not really sure. But where I am sure that we're seeing some success is in 2 things. One, I use that Meta Business Suite to post to my shop's Instagram and Facebook pages. That Meta Business Suite, you can actually program those things to run ahead of time. So generally on Friday afternoons if we're slow, or Sunday when I'm sitting at home if I didn't get to it Friday, I'll go through and put a week's worth of ads. Now, the ads are twofold. Everybody that is a subscriber to my Facebook page for the shop or a follower on Instagram will see this presented to them. But I have also found out that Meta will put it out organically to people in your area. Now, I don't want to lie, they don't put it out just crazy as if you were paying for a campaign. But I've had 4 or 5 friends that are not Facebook friends tell me they've seen my ugly mug on their Facebook and they don't know why. So I know that that is a thing and it works. So there's that. So Friday afternoons, Sunday mornings, I'll go through and I'll put probably 15 ads for the week at various times of the day. As you use Meta Business Suite, it will tell you when most of your people are online. So I make sure that some of the ads fall in that time. What do I post? Well, there are already people that technically know me for the most part. So we'll post print ads of what our special might be. Like for the month we do $149 plus fluid and filter transmission services. So we'll put that special. Or we'll do basic AC service for $99. We'll put that special. Then we mix in some video. Hey, this is Tom. We got GM 6L80 transmissions. This is our price. We offer financing. If you're looking for a transmission, let us know. And we'll put that video out there. Now, we use ChatGPT to write all of the text or captions for our ads, so they're SEO searchable and all that. They all, of course, include our name, address, phone number, website, because we know that some people are seeing it that are not followers. So that is one of the things that we take care of on every single ad. Name, address, phone number, how do they contact us, what do they do? So my story, or what really cemented this for me, was I had a young couple come in. They have an expensive truck. It's a 66 RFE transmission, and it goes in a 3/4 ton Dodge Ram. It was pricey. I think I quoted them $6,000 or $6,500. I don't remember. And they dropped it off. We found out, in fact, that's what it needed, and they were going to come back and pay their deposit. And when they came back, I had made the joke, I know y'all called around to everybody else and see if anybody was cheaper. And they said, well, yeah, we did call around. Your price wasn't the cheapest, but it wasn't bad. I said, well, great. So let me ask you, what was it that made you come here initially versus go to one of these other competitors, and then if price wasn't your only consideration, why did you decide to give me your money? And the lady said, I saw your video, you seemed like you'd be an honest guy and a nice guy, and so we wanted to give you the business. Well, that was $600 or $6,500 right there. We've done $3,000 or $4,000 more work for them since that transmission, which was probably 6 months ago, all because they saw my video on Facebook, reached a conclusion that I'm a normal, decent guy, and they wanted to help out. See, they say if you see a video, you get an idea of what the person that's communicating with, what their style is like, what's their personality like, are they going to be a jerk, are they going to be nice? And it makes the sale easier because they feel as if they already know you. And I think that's true. I mean, I'm not a jerk, I'm a nice guy. I mean, I'm fat and bald, but self-deprecating is okay. So that was a job. And like I said, they've been back several other times. Now, where did they see me? Well, the unfortunate part is when I say to people, did you see me on Facebook? They say yes. Okay, do you know where you saw me? Did you see one of my paid ads? Which at the time I was running ads, but I've quit paying to run them. So they're only the free ones. I said, so did you see an ad for my shop? Did you see me in one of our local groups where you're allowed to advertise your business on a couple days of the year, or days of the month? Like the 1st and the 15th, people advertise their business or whatnot. Or was I referred by someone else in the group because you asked for a transmission recommendation? And in this particular case, it was they saw my ad that I posted on the 1st or 15th. They saw the video and they wanted to come see me. Now, I do get a lot of them where people will say, hey, who do we trust in this community for transmissions or auto repair? And I get brought up frequently. And I always encourage my website or my my Facebook page for people to take a look. We have good Google reviews. I think we're at 4.6 right now, which I'm pretty happy with, but we're always trying to improve those. So that's sort of the Facebook thing. When I ask people about Facebook, 9 out of 10 of them, if they saw me on Facebook, they either know that I was recommended by someone in the group because they asked for a referral, or their standard answer is, yeah, I don't know, I just know it was Facebook. So it's kind of hard to pin down exactly where that's going, but the video helps, absolutely. So then, a month or two ago, I got this idea. I'm going to open a YouTube channel for my transmission shop. And it's not got the purpose of generating ad revenue. It is strictly a sales tool to drive people to our website or to the shop, to the phone, whatever. So I started, of course, with ChatGPT. This is what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about GM 6L80 transmissions, and we're going to talk about Nissan CVT transmissions. Now, I picked those because the Nissan CVT is one of those, nobody actually builds them. You have to buy a remanufactured one. A lot of people call and they don't know that, and they're floored at what it costs. And then I also picked that GM 6L80 because that is currently our most popular unit to build. They're in so many GM trucks and SUVs that it's not that they're a bad transmission, it's that there's tons of them. And so we're very familiar. So anyway, I started a YouTube channel. I put one, what you would call full-length video on, and it was the video that I use to introduce ourselves. Hi, this is Tom, this is my shop, this is my location. If you're looking to start a new relationship with a locally owned and operated independent transmission shop, would love to meet you. We do transmissions, we do general repairs, we're regular fellas. Give us a call, give us a text, come by, say hello, whatever you like. The video probably lasts 2 minutes. That's my full-length video. That's the video that people that are not subscribed to will see on our homepage. Then I put up, again using ChatGPT, almost the same video, but with different captions on the print on the screen, which I did with ChatGPT, and it was awesome, and I used Canva to edit. So I started putting up like 10 Nissan CVT shorts, and they basically say, hey, this is the Nissan CVT, it fits these cars, it's not buildable, your choice is to go to the dealer and it might cost you this, or you can come to me, this is the warranty we do, and we'd love to help. So we'd put maybe 10 of those out, and they'd come out every 3 days or every 6 hours. It would just depend on what I was thinking when I did it. Then I did the same thing for the GM6L80. Well, just last week, this blew my mind. Fella calls. He's at a competitor shop all the way in Fort Worth where he lives. And he calls asking about the CVT. And what's the first thing he says to me? He says, I saw your video on YouTube. Oh, great. How'd you find me? Well, you know, I started Googling Nissan CVTs. Your video came up. I watched a few videos. I watched yours. You seem like you know what you're doing. You're a good guy. So, you know, what's the price? And I'd like to bring it to you. Well, that ticket is $5,800 because this gentleman saw my video. What's more impressive or more surprising is he had his truck towed from, his car towed from Fort Worth, Texas, all the way over to me east of Dallas. So that is probably an hour and 15-minute tow. I think he had AAA. But still, how many transmission shops did this gentleman pass to come do business with me because he watched literally a 30-second video about what we do, how we do it? That's incredible. Absolutely incredible. So then I started going back and looking at other videos, and I started looking at my tickets that, you know, my checks, customer bills that had come in to sort of verify where things were coming from. So today, let me turn this. I want to stand on a rubber mat. So today I had a fella, well, it started earlier this week. A guy messaged me through Messenger, which I used to feel like people that were using Messenger were just too lazy to pick up the phone and call, but I have come to realize that in this day and age, Messenger, chat, email, these are all methods that people are legitimate buyers are using to create new relationships and get information. I'm 55, and when I was a kid, it was the Yellow Pages. Everybody went to the Yellow Pages, and then, you know, Google became sort of popular. But I'm getting more and more people coming through Facebook Messenger because we're using so much advertising on our Facebook page. So the guy had messaged, he has an Infinity, it has this problem, blah, blah, blah. How much would that be? I said, well, it's going to be about $1,000. Okay, let me get the car picked up from the dealer. I'll get it over to you. So he showed up today. So with what he has brought in, and with the Dodge truck that was a great customer, and the Nissan CVT that we're fixing to do, I am just shy of $20,000 billable since I started making these videos, I don't know, 3 or 4 months ago. And I really only got tuned into it that this really is working 3 or 4 months ago. I might have had a few out here and there. But anyway, that's the deal. So I guess what you're here to see is, what am I doing? How am I doing it? That is what I'm doing. I am not a marketing guy. I'm not a YouTube expert. I'm not a Facebook expert. I'm not an SEO expert. All I know is that I post these little videos. I use ChatGPT to get me good SEO searchable words. We've worked through a list. We've refined it. My YouTube channel already has those pre-populated now when I'm doing ads for the transmission shop. And I filmed several different ones, and I just started uploading batches of 10 at a time and going in there when my downtime is on and filling out, hey, run it at this time, this time, and this time. And it works. It works. So I am by no means an SEO guru. I don't know all the ins and outs. All I can tell you is, if you own a local business and you're trying to promote your business and make some sales and bring people to you, these little videos are the way to go. You don't want to do solely print ads. So many people take some stills or get a graphic and something catchy and they throw that up there, and that's advertising. That does work. But like I keep telling my accountant, and if you're watching this, I'm not joking, you need to do this. She's a nice young lady. She's very knowledgeable. I keep telling her, you need a 30-second video just saying who you are, what you do, how you can help, why you're different. So whether you're in a sales system where you're selling a product or you're selling a service, these little videos grab people's attention and they watch. So that is my advice. try it out. Leave me a comment down below. Have you tried something like this? What kind of luck did you have? What kind of business are you in? I would love to know, and it helps my algorithm, and I am trying to make a buck or two on this. But man, I'm so happy today when this car came in, another $1,000 ticket because of these videos. If I can do it, and I have a face made for radio, if I can do it, you can do it. Get after it.